Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with more Star Wars lightsaber toys. This time we're going to look at the brand new blade builders. These just came out on Rogue Friday. I literally just got back from the store at the midnight release. And this is one of the newer sets. It's called a Blast Tech lightsaber. And what Blade Builders is, in case you didn't know, it's a newer series of lightsabers that came out in 2015. And they're customizable. Previously there were build your own lightsaber pieces, and they actually currently have them at Disneyland, but they have all these different pieces. You can customize your own lightsaber, you can then turn them on, add a blade, different colors, and that was previously the way it was done. But in 2015 they released new ones called Blade Builders, and these are just different customizable pieces that let you come up with crazy, weird lightsaber configurations like this. I mean, look at this thing. This is ridiculous. Some of these light up, some of them don't. Let me see if I can turn on all of them and kind of see how that looks. There is a big blue one here that's going to make noise. There it is. You guys can maybe barely see it because it's very bright in here thanks to the studio lights. But these are new sets. You've got things that let you make spinners. Let's see if we can turn that on. Oh, yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. It's kind of spinning, sort of. So what this one is this is a Blast Tech lightsaber. It lets us add on, see, I'm going to just take these apart. It lets us add on a new blaster onto the top of the lightsaber. Now it's actually very similar to this lightsaber right here, Ezra Bridger's lightsaber from Star Wars Rebels. Now his is a lightsaber that has a little blaster on it, so they're these little darts that fire just like that. But it's also a fully extendable lightsaber that makes noise. I gotta turn it on first. And it lights up. So this is where the idea for this Blade Builder set actually came from, was from Ezra Bridger's lightsaber. But now they've added that idea, this time with Nerf darts, soft foam darts. Should say, oh, it does say Nerf. You know what? I didn't think it said Nerf, and there it is in the bottom corner. Nerf. So they are Nerf darts. And it comes with a couple other pieces. So let's get into the unboxing portion of this. Let's just rip this bad boy open because I want to get into it. Okay, here goes, here goes. You guys ready? Just rip it open. You just gotta rip it open. Come on. There we go. Comes the unboxing. La 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 la. So there's my box. There are quite a few pieces in here. So let's just go over the meat and potatoes, if you will. You know what? I might need an X-Acto knife or something small to clip these things. Alright, I've got my scissors. This should make this pretty quick and simple to unbox. If I just snap all these little things. Kids, if you're opening this, make sure to just ask your parents for help. It will make things so much quicker than you trying to fuss with it. Believe me, I've got some little ones who normally do videos with me. But since it's so late, I decided I would let them sleep. Oh, am I missing something here? It's stuck to the box. It's stuck. It's stuck to the box. Oh, it's loud. Interesting. It's got a different style button on it. There we go. You, turn off. Thank you. Okay. Let's pull all that stuff out. Let's get all of our pieces set up here. In fact, let me clear this area. Okay, so now I've got all my pieces set up. I've got this thing fully unboxed. Let's take a look at what we've got. So first off, I've got a green lightsaber. There it is. You can see it extends. You know what I'm curious about? I wonder how this compares to the original Blade Builder's lightsaber. So let's take a look at that. And that would be this blue one, minus all these extra pieces. Let's take these guys off. Put them away. Now the attachment for the original Blade Builders was this little cross guard, similar to Kylo Ren, and it just kind of twists off. So let's take a look at those two, right next to each other. There are some noticeable differences here. Not only is it the button placement, it's the whole look of it. Towards the bottom, those look completely different. The center looks different. Of course, they're different colored blades. Let's see, are they the same height? Oh, this is interesting. So the older one, the blue one, is slightly taller. Maybe you guys can see, I don't know. It's just taller by just like an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, than the newer green one. Let me just make sure I've got that pulled out. Yep, I have that pulled out all the way. And if you look at them, they both come to the same height here, but it looks like it's this second piece that is measured a little bit differently because the blue one stops there and the green one stops there. So the newer one is slightly shorter than the older. Now let's see if the sounds are any different. This is the old sound. Pretty normal. Okay, let's hear the new one. That sounds basically the same. Let's do them at the same time just to hear how they both turn on. Yeah, it seems like they use the same sound bite for each one, both the turning on and the turning off, but the mold is different, which is kind of cool. Some of the older one off to the side here. Let's try out this new attachment. This is a neat little gun thing. Now, if you look close at the gun thing, it does go along the top, so you can kind of set it like this, right across the top, and it should screw right on and pop into place. Maybe not. Hard to tell. There you go. You can kind of hear it. Now there are options here with the way this thing works. There we go. You can set it up. I don't have anything in there yet. And is there a way to like prime this thing or like cock it back? There's not. So this should be interesting. Let's push it. Oh, there is a way. So this little orange tip right here, it pushes down. Oh, and then I guess it pops back up. What? Okay, it pops back out. You ready? Let's see. I think I'm gonna get you guys. I got you. Yeah, okay, you think I can do it again? Let's see, maybe I can do it again. And remember, this little orange piece right here, you gotta just kind of boop, pop it down, and it does come back out. But that's what spring loads it. And I think I'm gonna hit you guys one more time. You ready for this? You ready? Use the force and try to block me. Oh, I didn't hit the lens, but I hit the little button off to the side. That is pretty cool. That is actually really cool. It does have a little storage spot for the other dart. One thing I'm curious about is how well does this fit onto the older lightsabers. Oh, I hit the button. I want to lose an arm. I'm going to lose an arm. Go away. What is this? There's something interesting here in these other pieces, and I'll look at those in just a second. But let's make sure this old piece fits on. It is a tight squeeze. Oh my goodness, that is a very tight squeeze. It does fit the older saber. So you can use this blaster on the other sabers, that's not a problem. But it is a very, very tight squeeze. Okay, stop. Make sure that thing's in the off position. Yeah, this is really hard to take off of the older lightsaber. It's hard to slip on there too. Where the newer one, and again, if I just kind of make this small, which is not the easiest thing to do. There we go. A little bit easier when you twist them down. There you go, that slips on pretty easily. It's got a nice look to it. I like the gold button, that's a little bit different. But now let's look at these extra pieces that it comes with. I'm not sure what the point of this adapter is. The bottom just stops, so it just kind of sits there. It doesn't cover the front. It's meant for like the bottom of this, but it doesn't quite make sense to me. So all of the Blade Builder sets come with these little adapters. These allow it to attach to other pieces. So if you have a piece that's like a hole similar to this one, you can actually plug this right in, give it a twist, and it locks in place. So if you have another piece that's got a hole, for instance, this old lightsaber, you can do back-to-back lightsabers like this. So you got one with a gun, one with a blue end, and you know, you can do crazy stuff that way. Die, blanket, die. And so, you know, you can get a little creative with it. But the weird part is, if you put this little end adapter in the end, and you put this little black part on there, it's just an extender. It doesn't really do anything, or does it? You know, I've got an interesting thought here. I've got a really interesting thought. I wonder if this gun piece, maybe, goes on it. The gun piece does go on it! So you can actually hook it up differently. That is really cool. So remember I had trouble fitting this gun piece onto the older blue lightsaber? Now with the adapter, let's just make sure I got this right. Let's say you want to have your lightsaber color be blue. You can hook that up and you've got it at the bottom. So I can make, this could be my lightsaber. This could be my style. Right here I've got the blue lightsaber, and then I can just shoot you with the little gun bottom. So that's kind of a neat combo you can do with it. What does the back suggest here? There are a couple gun options. You can hook it up to the 4-bladed spinners. Oh my goodness, this is going to get crazy. Okay, so I've got all the older blade builders right here. Let's just, let's see. This is ridiculous. Now, can I hook that up? That's the question. So the one that I've got here is the older Blade Builders spinner. This is from Target. It's a Target exclusive. So I can hook this up this way and give it a spin. I've got like a spinning gun lightsaber blade. That doesn't make sense to have red though. What if I put a small green one? See, this is exactly what makes Blade Builders cool. Not the fact that they fly everywhere and roll off the table, but the fact that you can do this. You can be like, you know what, that spinner didn't work with red. I want a green one. So I'm going to make the green one light up a little bit, and I'm going to have a weird spinning gun thing. So I can lock it into place. I can really do whatever you want. It lets you get your imagination going and really just kind of make your own Star Wars lightsaber style stories. Now, one thing before I end this video is I do want to take a look at this lightsaber versus Ezra's lightsaber. So let me clear off these pieces. Alright, now that I have those pieces cleared off, let's see if I just put the adapter back on to the top, and let's see how these kind of stand up to each other. They're roughly the same height. If I didn't have these little bullets at the bottom for Ezra's, they would be just about the same height. Extended though, the new Blade Builders one is quite a bit longer. You can maybe see it right there, how much longer it is. That's a good amount. That's, by my estimate, probably about 2.5 inches. So there is a difference in these newer ones, and they both shoot. While the newer Blade Builder shoots a soft foam dart, the older Ezra blaster shoots a plastic hard dart. So that's something to keep in mind. And when you fire, it makes noise. The new one does not make noise. The only thing that makes noise is the lightsaber itself. And it's the same noises that the other Blade Builders have. Okay, real quick before I end this video, let's see how this thing glows in the dark. Okay guys, I've got most of my lights turned off. Let's see how this thing lights up. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Now let's compare that to Ezra's lightsaber, which is a little weak. If you notice towards the end down here, it's not as bright. If you look at them together, it's really not the same brightness. The newer Blade Builders one is a lot brighter. So that is something kind of cool and good to know. Look at a little up close. Oh yeah, that's nice and bright. Take a look at that. That is really cool. And let's turn it off. And it does that little flicker. One thing we should note is listen to the sounds that it's making. When I hit it, it should have like a battle clash. And it flickers. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright guys, now I want to hear from you. Which one do you like better? Do you like the newer Blade Builders blaster with the Nerf soft darts, or do you like the Ezra Bridger, the older style, with the hard plastic? My vote is the Ezra Bridger one has a cooler sculpt, but overall, I like the playability and the fact that you can add this to other stuff. So my vote goes towards the new Blade Builders one. Again, I want to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. May the Force have with you, and goodbye forever.